There are 24 Joe Pickett books. And this book, 3-Inch Teeth, is the last one. And in my opinion, it is absolutely the best. Absolutely the best. And I'm going to describe it this way. I'm going to say it's a kind of a lean Joe Pickett story. There aren't a lot of extra characters in it. There are only 2 principal storylines in the thing. And let's start with the title. The title refers to, a killing by a grizzly bear that happens right at the beginning of the book. And the grizzly bear, he kills this guy's fishing, and the grizzly bear happens to have teeth that they estimate to be 3 inches long. And of course, in the book, what happens is they're hunting down this grizzly bear. But that's really not the principal storyline. I'm not going to get into what the principal storyline is, but the plot drives right through this thing. It is just great. You just keep turning pages. Now, the other thing that makes the book what I'm calling lean is that he doesn't have a lot of extra characters in it. You only have one of Joe Pickett's children in it, and that's Sheridan. The others, I think I mentioned maybe once or twice. No Missy is in it. And of course, Nate Romanofsky is in it. And I got to say, in terms of Nate Romanofsky, if you're a fan of this character, you're going to love this book because he goes full Nate by the time you get to the end of it. And in terms of Joe Pickett, he kind of understates the Dudley Do-Right aspect of Joe's character. But I'll tell you, I keep saying it, non-stop action front to back. And of course what he does is he brings up things that are currently on the minds of people in Wyoming, things that have to do with corner cutting, the federal government's environmental regulations and wildlife management and that kind of stuff. And, you really, without him beating you over the head, you really get a sense for what happens when bird brains in Washington start deciding how everybody's going to, fundamentally, how everybody's going to live. And you have to bear in mind that half the land in Wyoming is owned by the federal government. But like I say, he's not beating you over the head with that, and I'm certainly not going to. But this book, in my judgment, absolutely the best J.Box book. I absolutely recommend you give it a try. If you haven't tried a Joe Pickett novel, this would be a good one to start with. And if you do pick it up, if you do read it, you're going to want to read every one of the total of 24 at this point. They come out sort of once a year. Anyway, I can't wait for next year's entry, and I just can't recommend this book highly enough. It's effortless to read, totally enjoyable. That's my recommendation for this week, and I'll see you next week.